Hare Krishna, myself Parashuram from Bharateya Haridasa Sahitya Vidyalaya. Welcome to the series of classes The Universe, BRAHMANDA. Today we will discuss in 23rd class about the BHOOLOKA. The lower half of the Brahmanda is fully filled with Ghanodaka, the solidified water, the lower half. The above half, the second half of the Brahmanda is occupied with the space. Exactly above the Ghanodaka, the Bhooloka plate, a circular one, is floating. Middle of the circular plate, Bhooloka, is Mount Meru, which is the center of the world as well. If we go below the earth or the Meru mountain, we find 7 lokas, the Patala lokas beneath the earth. Further, we get Ghanodaka and lower portion of Brahmanda Karpara of 25 crore yojanas. Above the Meru mountain, we find 6 Urdhva lokas in the space. Above them, we find the abode of Lord Vishnu, the Vaikuntha, eternal world, and above that we get the again Brahmanda Karpara, all the 4 sides. We will explain with the picture, it will be very easy. See, we take this is a Brahmanda Karpara, the Suvarnatmaka Karpara. It is 25 crore yojana thick in one side, another side again 25 crore yojana thick another side. So altogether it is, if we take like this, it will be 50 crore yojana thick, and within that Suvarnatmaka Karpara, the 50 crore yojana, the Brahmanda is there. It is not up to the scale, it is only for showing purpose, for understanding purpose. See, this half, lower half is totally with Ghanodaka, solidified ice, solidified water, very thickly solid ice. And above this half, it is a space which covers 6 Urdhva lokas. What are all the things we will discuss later. And this in between, totally in between, the Bhooloka plate is floating above the Ghanodaka. So above the Ghanodaka, exactly that Bhooloka plate is floating, and above the Bhooloka, this Urdhva lokas are there. That we will take now like this. See, if we see from outside elsewhere, the Brahmanda looks like this. It is totally covered with Swarnatmaka Karpara. Within that we will not see anything. If you see from outside, it is one ball, golden ball, golden egg. And we see that we will have exactly half, if we make it half portion in between horizontally, the lower portion is covered with Ghanodaka, in which it is that Bhooloka plate is floating, and above portion is a space in which that Urdhva lokas are there. Same thing we are taking like this. See this Bhooloka plate, and this is Ghanodaka and Karpara, Brahmanda Karpara. Above also like this. In various type of pictures we are showing. Like this, if you take the lower portion is Ghanodaka, above portion is Akasha, that is space, and this is the Bhooloka. Like this we take. This is the just how where the Bhooloka is standing. The Bhooloka as a circular plate is of 50 crore yojana area. It is 50 crore yojana. The diameter from central point, so in between that Meru mountain is there. This is the Meru Parvata. In between Meru mountain. So from one end to another end through Meru mountain, it is 50 crore yojana. Vadiraja Muni says, Prithvi Samudra Paryante Yuktaya Vipramandale Madhe Savarnagirina Meruna Saptavi Kramat. So in between that Merugiri, Suvarnatmaka Merugiri is placed, what he says. Now we will go further deep into the structure of the this earth. What they say is the Bhooloka, Bhooloka plate is divided into 3 parts. The first part surrounding the Meru Parvata, and the second part is surrounding to the first part, and third part is surrounding to the second part. So these Bholoka is divided into three parts. The first part is actually the earth, Bhubhaga, it is called as earth. And the second part covering the Bhubhaga is called as Tamobhaga, that is eternally dark. It is not, we can say, eternally dark, but it is darkest of the dark place. And surrounding to that Tamo Bhaga, another Bhaga is that Ghanodaka Bhaga. This what Ghanodaka is there, no? That plate is floating. Even though it is Ghanodaka, but it is part of the Bholoka. So, Bhubhaga, Tamo Bhaga and Ghanodaka Bhaga. Three parts are there. So, what is this area within that 50 crores yojana? Because from one end to another end, passing through that Meru Parvata center point, that Bhuloka is of 50 crore yojana. 25, that is a Brahmanda Karapara. So altogether it is 100 crores. This 50 crore Bhuloka, that plate divided into three parts, the Bhubhaga, Tamubhaga and Ganodaka Bhaga. So it is in 1:2:4. It is 1:2:4 measurement. So Tamobhaga, Bhubhaga and this Bhubhaga, Tamogaba Bhaga and Ganodaka Bhaga. So Bhubhaga is 7.14 crore yojana. Bhubhaga is 7.14 crore yojana. And Tamobhaga is double to that. It is double to Bhubhaga, that is 14.28 crore yojana. And Ganodaka Bhaga is double to Tamobhaga. So 1:2:4. It is Ganodaka is 28.57 crore yojana. The ancient sayings, they have covered it, the distance exactly, they have given exact pictures. See, it is 7.14 yojana roughly, that is 7.14.28571 yojana. That means it is not only that, again miniature length measurement is there, 1.5 krosha, 214 danda, 1 hasta, 3 angula, 1 vrihi and 1 sarshapa. So our ancient measurements are very tiniest measurements also they have quoted to say, see, the sarshapa is a very miniature grain, oil seed, that is mustard seed. That length, whatever that mustard seed occupies the space, length, that is called sarshapa. Sarshapa is the length, that is the diameter covered by a sarshapa grain, and that is that grain of the Kruta Yuga they have taken, not is Kali Yuga grain, Kruta Yuga grain. Then 7 sarshapa diameter will be equal to paddy length, Nellu. This paddy is in Kruta Yuga. Like that, 3 paddy length will be 1 angula, 1 inch. Now it is called as 1 inch. That 3 paddy length of 1 inch. That is of again Kruta Yuga. So like this, 24 angula is 1 hasta, 4 hasta is 1 danda, 1000 danda is 1 krosha, 4 krosha is 1 yojana. 1 yojana is, they say that 6.06 miles, and it may be sometimes it will be taken as 8 mile, 10 mile, 12 mile, 16 miles. Depends upon the circumstances of the measurement. The grain sizes differs from Yuga to Yuga. Kali Yuga, it is a small size. And if you go for Dwapara Yuga, it is a big size. If you go for the next Yuga, it will be some more. When we were in the school, we studied a lesson. It was called as a grain as big as hen's egg, we studied. So one person found a grain of the size of egg. So afterwards the learned person said, no, this is actually grain itself. It was grown about 300 years back, like that. So the distances also differs from one yuga to another yuga. To say now, the Bhubhaga is 7.14 crore yojana. That is very important. In here itself, in this only we find the living beings. And the Bhubhaga is covered with a big mountain, and after that Tamobhaga is there. It is a dark place. There the sun rays are not coming, and Tamobhaga is nothing but a mud, strong mud, there nobody can move. After the Tamo Bhaga, Ganodaka Bhaga is there, Ganodaka is there, portion is there, there also life will not survive. Only life will be surviving in the Bhubhaga only. To brief it, the Bhuloka plate is floating above the Ganodaka and below total Ganodaka is there. Above the Bhubhaga, this Bhuloka, that 6 Urdhvalokas are there. That is, the space is there, and the Bhuloka is made up of 3 parts: the Bhubhaga, Tamo Bhaga, and Ganodaka Bhaga. Tamo Bhaga and Ganodaka Bhaga are of no use for the life to survive. Only the Bhubhaga is for life to survive. This is the Bhuloka plate. So Bhuloka is not a sphere; it is only a plate floating on the Ganodaka, exactly half of the half in the Brahmanda. So this much is for Bhuloka. This is initiation of Bharateya Haridasa Sahitya Vidyalaya Bangalore. We are in the service of Haridasa Sahitya for the last 25 years. I request you to kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and ask your friends and relatives also to subscribe and support us. Thank you. Hare Krishna.